since May 16th. He's 0-2 over 7 starts. We will keep you updated over the course of the day. Right now, that one's scoreless in the 3rd inning. As for an update on the Mariners' health, for that we send you out to center field and reconnect with Brad and Bill. Guys?
Ange, thank you very much. Yeah, the health on these guys, 9 innings not enough. The first 2 games of the set, they go 10, they go 11. We're hoping for 8.5 today, but the Mariners losing an outfielder in Friday and Saturday's game. Bill, here's how it happened on Friday night. Michael Saunders just going back to 3rd, but he gets spiked. That doesn't feel too good on the fingers.
No, and you really got to have those hands to hit the field, and he just can't swing the bat right now, so he's day-to-day.
Yeah, pinch runner only, and then Soriano doubles the left center field. Here comes Dustin Ackley. I guess it looked worse than it is. You roll over that thumb like that, ouch.
You're thinking maybe wrist, maybe broken wrist when it happens, so I think it's actually good news. It's just a sprained thumb, and again, day-to-day.
We get the day off tomorrow. Hoping both of these guys available to play Tuesday as they start that 3-game set, as Angie mentioned, there in Texas. If they need, I guess, an extra outfielder, the emergency guy today, it's going to be Brendan Ryan, which makes sense, right?
The guy's a great athlete. I think he steps out there, and it's just like falling off a log for him. I think it is a little bit hamstringing for the team right now to have such a light crew on the bench, because Zunino's are not really able to use him because your catcher, you only have just one catcher. Right. So I think they're going to have to be careful about using the bench.
So Chavez, Bay, Banez, be careful out there in the outfield as Mariners trying to get the series win against the Cubs. Felix not pitching today, but the fans, the shirt's still out. A great day. Bring the hats, sunscreen. We got baseball lineups. First pitch coming up.
Seattle Mariners Baseball en route sports is brought to you by Ford. We are local. By Safeco Insurance. Do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Motor City Madman Ted Nugent, July 19th and 20th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentig here at the Ford Sports Desk. Throughout the day, we'll bring you updates on the rest of the West. We got the Texas Rangers taking on the Reds, the Angels, and the Astros. Also, Brandon Maurer down in AAA Tacoma on the Hill will update you on how he did. Jeremy Bonderman, today's starter here for the Mariners, has only not faced 3 teams in the major leagues: the Marlins, the Cubs, and his former team, the Tigers. But Dave and Mike, he will be able to cross off the Cubs off that list in just a little bit.
Right you are, Angie. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Glorious Sunday here. And when you think of the phrase deserved a better fate, well, it certainly fits Jeremy Bonderman. His last few starts have been outstanding, and he can easily have 3 consecutive wins.
Well, if you look at his last 4 outings, he has a 1.42 ERA over his last 4 outings. Overall, an ERA to 3.30. Fastball command has been the biggest difference for Jeremy. He always has the good curveball. With the good fastball, he has that sinking movement. Try to keep the Cubs in the ballpark. The Cubs have struggled to score runs this year, but when they do, it's typically off the home run. So if Jeremy can keep the ball down, he'll have a lot of success. And you want to do that today anyway. It's a warm day. The ball will be flying.
He's going to be opposed by 29-year-old Edwin Jackson, who has had a tough go with the Cubs. 3-10. He's with his 8th team in his big league season. Signed a big contract to move to the Cubbies.
Well, he's always had the big arm. You're going to look at him today. He's going to stay around 93 miles an hour, but he can top out at 97. He'll try to use a 2-seamer. Has a real hard slider. The big thing with him is he can get wild at times. You look at him, already 10 losses on the year. ERA at a 5.8 for him. So he has had his struggles. I think for the Mariners, they're going to have to put some pressure on him. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to run early. They have some youth in the lineup. Let some of those guys, the young infielders, let them run around a little bit. See if they can put some pressure on him.
He's had a lot of problems with walks, to be sure. Nate Robinson, Washington Husky, Chicago Bull, throws a strike to get us going here on this splendid Sunday here in Seattle. Glad you're with us for Mariner Baseball, the Mariners and the Cubs. The series finale. First pitch is straight ahead. On this final day of June 2013, a parade of Mariner fans coming down Occidental Street to the corner of Edgar and Dave. Safeco Field for Mariner baseball today as they wrap up a series against the Chicago Cubs. Welcome everybody to Mariner baseball. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Look at that sky. Is it gorgeous or what? Ready for some action. Here's Jeremy Bonderman will oppose Edwin Jackson. And Bonderman ready to throw his first pitch to former Mariner Luis Valbuena. Bonderman has really pitched well his last 3 games. He's left with the lead. The game before that, 4 games ago, he beat the Yankees. And a first pitch down low. Laz Diaz has home plate today. Tim Timmons at first, Mike Winters at second, and Mark Wegner at third.
See Jeremy missing with those first 2 fastballs off the plate away. That'll be a big key for him today. Can he command his fastball? I think that's the reason why he's pitched so well lately. So he's going to have to get that good running fastball, both of them at 89 miles an hour, get him on the outside corner.
So it popped up medium right center field. Andy Chavez makes the play. 1 down. Here's the rest of the Cub batting order.
Starting Castro, fine young shortstop, will hit second. Then it's Shearholt. Soriano, he provides the power. You can see this series, a couple of home runs for him. He hits cleanup. And it's Rizzo. Navarro, the backup catcher, he'll be the DH today. Then it's Bogusevic, Barney, and Castillo hitting ninth. Again, for the numbers for Jeremy Bonderman, 1-1, 3.30 ERA. He's pitched 30 innings so far, 10 strikeouts, 10 walks for him.
Like 1 to Starlin Castro. Castro, the hits leader for the Chicago Cubs. He's got 77. And he plays every day. And happy start of the mathematical second half of the season. Mr. Blowers, today is game number 82.
Yeah, 82.
Up the middle. Brad Miller. Picked that Franklin. Beg your pardon, Franklin Miller's at shortstop. Makes the play. And here's a look at the rest of the defense.
Defense brought to you by T-Mobile. Ibanez getting the start and left. Indy Chavez out in center field. Both Saunders and Ackley hurting right now. Jason Bay is the right fielder. Kyle Seager is at third base. Miller and Franklin playing up the middle. Justin Smoke swinging the bat well lately. He is at first base, and Henry Blanco will do the catching this afternoon.
He's a veteran, Nate Shearholtz.
A bit of a shift on for Shearholtz. Brad Miller, the shortstop, playing right up the middle. See Nick Franklin, the second baseman, out on the grass towards right field.
Down swing. Long time major leaguer. Played a lot of years in Milwaukee. Came over from the Milwaukee staff. Was manager for a little bit up there. Second year with the Cubs. High fly ball. Center field at Chavez has a beat on it. And makes a catch. A 9-pitch inning. Fine start for Jeremy Bonderman on this glorious Sunday afternoon in Seattle. Mariners come to bat. Nick Franklin has the best batting average on the ball club at 299. He'll be in the 2-hole here today against Edwin Jackson. Let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Mariners.
This afternoon's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron. Andy Chavez will lead off. Then it is Nick Franklin. You can see what he's done over his last 16 games. A .333 average, 7 runs, 10 RBIs for Nick. Then Ibanez, club leader in home runs and RBIs, will hit third. 18 home runs for Ibanez, 9 this month of June. Then it's Morales, the DH cleanup. Seager moving down to hitting fifth. Then it's Smoke, Bay, Miller. Brett Miller still looking for his first major league hit. This will be his third start since being called up. And Henry Blanco rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. Edwin Jackson, veteran pitcher, been around for a long time, has struggled this year with the Cubs, though a 3-10 record, ERA at a 5.84. 81 2/3, 73 strikeouts, but 33 walks. Take advantage of him, maybe get some counts in your favor, get a good fastball to hit. His fastball will be 93 to 97 miles an hour, topping out at 97. But a good arm for Jackson.
Here's Andy Chavez. He'll lead it off for the Mariners. 269 batting average, couple of home runs, and 11 runs batted in. Indy, part of what I'm going to call today the Sunshine Boys outfit. 41-year-old Raul Ibanez, 35-year-old Indy Chavez, 34-year-old Jason Bay, Jack Benny, and George Burns in the hole. Some old timers out there, boy. You got Saunders out.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Mariners, the 3 of them have played well, even though all of them probably had to play more than they expected.
To the gap, long run, Bogusevic, not gonna get it. One hop off the fence. Andy Chavez, a lead-off double. Sunshine Boys indeed. Indy with his 8th double.
Well, right on cue. Look at Indy's batting average up over 270 now. Jumps on a fastball, 94 miles an hour, cut right in the middle of the plate. Then he gets the barrel to it. A good start for the Mariners. Yeah, you were saying Saunders out with the finger injury, Ackley with the wrist injury, or the thumb injury, excuse me.
Forrest will be back maybe when we get home next week against Boston, a week tomorrow.
It's amazing how quickly things can change.
Right? It's unbelievable.
Well, on Friday, we were talking about Eric Wedge finally having a bench to work with. And then a day and a half later, he doesn't have anybody because guys are injured and on the bench, guys on the DL. There's a lot of issues down there in the dugout right now. So the starters hopefully can stay on the field this afternoon.
Don't do any wall banging here. Joe Saunders had to swing the bat last night, or yesterday afternoon's game. I think fouls went off 0-2. I mean, Eric Wedge trying to win that game in 9 innings, and things happen, an injury. Well, now he's got to use a pitcher to swing the bat.
Well, the first thing he had to do was tie the game up so they can go into extra innings, which didn't happen until they had 2 outs in the 9th, and Indy Chavez came up with a base hit that pinch runner Michael Saunders scored on. But by then his bench was done, and then when Ackley goes down and hurts his thumb, he doesn't have anybody left. So that's a tough situation to be in, and Joe Saunders ended up making the final out of the game.
Swing and a miss. Franklin's gone. Time for a Sterling Big Nobody Works Harder for You. And Marin pitcher to bat in that game. Joe Saunders got it done yesterday. Mike Moore, Brian Holman, and Mike Schooler. So, and Holman, that was his near perfect game back on April 20th, 1990. It's gracious. It seemed like yesterday. Joe Saunders, the best batting average among the pitchers on the staff, so he got the call yesterday. There's Ibanez. Jeff Samardzija buzzed his tower a couple, 3 times yesterday, and so did one of the relievers, Russell.
Well, Raul, many times throughout his career, has been hot in this league, and I'm sure he's used to that. At times they're going to push you off, try to get you a little bit uncomfortable. And Raul has been the hot hitter for the Mariners. Again, 18 home runs on the year for him, 9 this month. 44 RBIs, leads the club with RBIs, 44. And I think what they're doing is they're just trying to switch things up, knowing that Raul has done a lot of damage this month.
Got buzzed by Russell yesterday and responded with a base hit. A 2-for-5 day overall for Raul. Heading to count 2-0.
Sometimes think that doing that to veteran hitters will just lock them in even more. You may shake up some younger players at this level, but the veteran guys have been around and they've seen all of that before. And you just sometimes you irritate them a little bit, you lock them in. As you mentioned, after that, we're all ended up with a base hit. But
you can see it too. But he stayed right on it.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to get a fastball. Hits this one well. But Bogusevic will get under. Endy tags Bogusevic, a former pitcher, Tulane. Chavez to third. Good arm by Bogusevic, but inaccurate on that toss. So a runner at third with 2 outs.
So a strong throwing arm for Bogusevic out in center field. Soriano, the left fielder. Nate Schierholtz is the right fielder for the Cubs this afternoon. And on the infield, former Mariner Luis Valbuena will be at third. Castro and Barney playing up the middle. Barney with a Gold Glove last year. Anthony Rizzo, former Padre, is at first. And Castillo will do the catching this afternoon. Seeing that fly ball go out there and Indy tagging and moving up to third is just one of those little things that, as you mentioned, we're going into the second half of the season. You'd like to see the Mariners improve on fundamentals.
Back up the middle, waiting for it, Castro. Morales is gone. Mariners are retired in the first inning. They get Chavez to third, and no farther than that. Second inning. A lot of Cub fans in the ballpark today. It's the Cubs and the Mariners headed to the second inning. Big night Friday night. Big fireworks celebration here at Safeco Field. A lot of oohs and ahs, and they were all warranted. It was an outstanding performance here at the ballpark after the Mariners and the Cubs got after it. Mariners win in 10. Soriano turns on one. Left field. Raul can't get it. One hop off the fence. Soriano will cruise into second. His 20th double of the season.
Soriano paying attention. Bonderman throwing a lot of fastballs in the first, trying to get ahead with it. This one right down the middle, 90 miles an hour.
You know, Jay was talking about his bat the other day. That shows how strong he is, man. That's got to be, what do you figure, ounces wise? It looks like.
I would guess it's 34, 35 ounces. Most guys are in the 32, probably 31 ounce range. So he's a good 2 or 3 ounces heavier.
And the barrel.
Yeah, it's a bigger barrel bat. Probably a C243, something like that, model number for it. And, you know, for him, you just saw what he likes to do. He wants to cheat, get out on a fastball, and if he gets the barrel to it, it's going to jump off of his bat. But that also gives you an opportunity to try to get in on his hands a little bit and make him swing at some breaking balls in the dirt, because he won't be able to check his swing with a bat that heavy.
Once he gets started.
He's letting it go.
Rizzo. 0-2. Anthony Rizzo having a fine year, leading the club in home runs, 12, 46 RBIs, leads in doubles, total bases, runs. Tied for the lead. Triples for Dale Swaim's Clark with 2. of those sales today. I hope they will prepare in 73 degrees. Just absolutely gorgeous. Not a cloud in the sky. 1 and 2 here. Bonderman to Rizzo. Line drive, base hit. Soriano had to hold up. He's getting a wave on. He's going to score. Rizzo digging for second. So back-to-back doubles by the Cubs, and they go another lead. Rizzo's 24th double, RBI number 47.
Again, it's the fastball, elevated fastball this time at 92 miles an hour, and Rizzo turns on it. Jeremy throwing a lot of fastballs here in the first few innings. This one not well located, so Rizzo hits it hard past Justin Smoke, the first baseman.
Cubs come into today's action 12th in batting in the National League, 8th in runs, 12th in hits, 3rd in home runs, 4th in slugging, and 12th in on-base percentage. Swing and a miss by the DH Deanna Navarro.
Started on Friday night behind the plate as the catcher, 2 for 4 with a home run. Hit his home run out to right. Oh, I guess it was right center field. He's had a good year for the Cubs. 269, 8 home runs for Navarro.
His 38th game as a switch hitter. Doing most of the catching is Wellington Castillo, who's behind the plate tonight, this afternoon. Two and one. Shaky beginning for Bonderman in his first outing in more than 2 years. It was at Minnesota. Had a good first inning, and then he got knocked around for 4 2/3. Then he comes back and beats the Yankees. 6 innings, left the game with a 4-1 lead. Mariners went on to win. Franklin throws, and a nice scoop there by Smoke. Down to third goes Rizzo. Good range, good arm by Dick Franklin.
Good pick by Justin Smoke over at first. One of the more underrated defensive first basemen. Makes all the plays, helps his infielders out, was able to help Nick out on that after a fine backhanded play by Franklin.
Bring up Brian Bogusevic, former All-American pitcher down at Tulane. Been in the Houston organization. And now the infield up close. He fouls one off. Under at third. 1 out.
17 at bats for Bogusevic.
At third is Anthony Rizzo with 1 out. 0-1 here. And hits straightaway center field. Plenty deep to score. Rizzo. Matter of fact, it's over Zendi's head. And Bogusevic. 3 doubles here in the inning. 2-0 lead for Chicago. Bogusevic with his second double. Second RBI.
Nice, Red.
We'll take a look at another pitch in the middle of the plate. That's the curveball, 80 miles an hour. Middle.
3 hits in the inning. All doubles. 2 runs have scored. Here's Darwin Barney, the second baseman. Bonderman in some trouble now. No decision against Houston, at the Angels, and here against Oakland. Left all 3 ball games with the lead. Clean catch by a fan over there. Nice 2-hand grab.
And another fastball again in the middle of the plate. 90 miles an hour, is able to beat Barney with it, but he's going to have to get on the edges of the plate. Looks like he's trying to hit the outside edges, missing with it, and then when he has to throw a strike, he's throwing it in the middle of the plate. We'll have to make an adjustment to that.
2-1 to Darwin Barney. Gold Glove second baseman last year. Eric led his club in a hole early this Sunday afternoon with a great crowd on hand. 2-1. That's trouble down the line. Fair ball. Scoring easily. Bogusevic digging for second. Yet another double by the Chicago Cubs. Darwin Barney this time. It's 3-1 Chicago. 4 doubles in the inning for Barney. His 14th double, his 18th RBI.
And unfortunately for the Mariners, the Cubs now 3 for 4 in the inning with runners in scoring position. You can see that one just hitting out there on the chalk. That will be the 4th double of the inning. That was on a breaking ball. It was down, but again, too much of the plate. Looks like Blake Bevan is going to start getting loose out in the pen for the Mariners. That is Blake.
Carl Willis out for some encouraging words. His next hitter is going to be the 9-hole hitting catcher, Wellington Castillo. Four doubles in the inning, 3 RBI doubles. 3-0 Chicago lead. Castillo, 272 hitter. Good work by Henry Blanco. Ball 1. And there for strike.
Yeah, it's a good breaking ball on the corner, and that's what he's been trying to do. First, when he gets on the corner, good curveball.
Both of these teams 11 and 15 in the month of June. Mariners trying to end this homestand, breaking even at 4-4 before heading off to Texas and Cincinnati. That's well hit down the line. Foul ball. Cubs getting a lot of barrel action here. A lot of barrel action.
Well, they're being aggressive on his fastball. That last fastball, 91 miles an hour.
A 1-2 count here to Castillo. 1 out, 3 runs in. Swing and a miss. Tag applied by Blanco. Out number 2 for strikeout for Bunderman. Back to the top of the order, Luis Valbuena. Ball 1. Bunderman's got to play hang with him now. Be tough.
That's what you have to do. You have to try to get this final out, regroup in between innings.
Right field. Right at Jason Bay, and that'll do it. Damage done. 3 runs on 4 hits. A man left. Bottom of the second. Cubs lead at 3-0. A reminder, the 4th of July weekend has officially been extended as the Boston Red Sox come to town Monday the 8th through Thursday the 11th. See Felix, Kyle Seager, and the Mariners take on Big Papi, Dustin Pedroia, the boys from Beantown, in their only visit to Seattle this season. Be a part of the second 4-day holiday at Safeco Field when you get your tickets at mariners.com. Pedroia and Big Papi having a terrific year, both of them in the top 10 swinging the bat in the American League.
Big reason why Boston is in first place in the East.
Pedroia is 5th. Ortiz is 6th. Here's Kyle Seager, dropped down to the 5-hole today. He'll lead it off, followed by Justin Smoke and Jason Bay.
Well, for Kyle, he had been one of the more consistent hitters here in the first half of the season for the Mariners, but struggling a little bit lately, so Eric Wedge is dropping him down a couple spots in the lineup so they can get him going again.
Up the middle. Nice play by Darwin Barney. 1 out. Seager having a tough homestand, 3 for his last 32. Except Justin Smoke. 3-game hitting streak, 4 for his last 12. A home run yesterday, his 6th.
Justin's been swinging the bat better since coming off the DL. 3 home runs in the last 9 games for him. Take a look at the home run that he hit in yesterday's game. It's a fastball. He knows what to do with a fastball in the middle of the plate. It was deep into the seats in right field.
Sure was. Got that off of Cubs starter Jeff Smarger.
Cubs put the shift on with Justin hitting.
Right into it. As Rizzo will take it. Quick 2 outs here in the second. Time now for Century Link. Link to what's next. Next on tap, the Texas Rangers. It'll be Joe Saunders against Justin Grimm. Felix against Derek Holland. Holland coming off a terrific outing against the Yankees a few days ago. And Hisashi Iwakuma against Martin Perez. Here's Jason Bay. He's in right field today.
Cubs will actually put the shift on with Bay. You don't see it very often with a right-handed hitter, but the second baseman, Barney, is playing on the other side of the bag towards the shortstop side.
Jason Bay 3 for 11 in his career against Edwin Jackson. Nothing Cubs. Had a doubles festival in the second inning. 3 of them RBIs.
Mentioned before the game that at times Edwin Jackson can get his fastball up at 97. He's been right around 93. It looks like he's trying to sink the ball a little bit more. Keep it on the ground if he can.
Three-one to Bay. There's their strike.
It's the best fastball we've seen from him so far. 95 miles an hour right down the middle.
Center field for Bogusevic. Quick 1-2-3 inning. Mariners retired in the second. Cubs lead it by the count of 3-0. Mariner caps here at the ballpark. If you're waiting in traffic and paying for parking every day, it's Bush League. Step up to Sound Transit today. Visit soundtransit.org for details. Jeremy Bunderman looking for another clean inning. He went 1, 2, 3 in the first. Short center field. Indy Chavez. He retires Starlin Castro. 1 pitch. Bunderman knocked around in the second. 3 runs on 4 hits. All doubles. Big fans. Jeremy Bunderman. Washingtonian. Bring up Nate Sherholtz. Nate, the right fielder.
Eastern Washington over Pasco. Nice day over here, probably a little warmer. Tri-Cities.
Ball 1 to Sherholtz.
Sherholtz in the first had a 2-0 fastball that was in the middle of the plate, and he skied it out to Chavez in center field just in front of the warning track, but he just missed the fastball to hit. Off speed pitch, looked like a changeup. There's a changeup at 84 miles an hour. He wants that pitch down and away. And it looks like he pulled across it a little bit and left it on the inside corner. Told it's 96 degrees over in Pasco.
Make sure you hydrate.
Good fastball.
0-2 strikes. Curtis Wilson says it could be upwards of 110.
Over in the Tri-Cities tomorrow and Tuesday.
Yeah, 1 out base runner. Here's Soriano. First pitch. Second inning. Double into the left field corner. Come around to score when Rizzo doubled immediately thereafter.
I didn't think he would throw him the fastball. Again, it's a good fastball on the inside corner. Talked about Soriano cheating on the fastball his first time up. You'll hear hitters talk about that all the time, cheating on a pitch. And basically what that means, they're guessing he was going up looking for a first pitch fastball. He was able to get it, and because he was looking for a fastball, the cheating part of it, he started the bat earlier and barreled it up. Short hopping the fence and left. Another good fastball on the outside corner.
0-2 to Soriano. Leads the club in strikeouts and stolen bases. He's got 8. 8 stolen bases, 69 strikeouts. So you talked about back in the first inning, that breaking ball, you're susceptible to it. 2 outs.
Yeah, there you have it again. 2 good fastballs from Jeremy. One on the inside corner, the other one on the outside corner. And so Soriano decides he's going to get started, cheat a little bit on the fastball again. But Jeremy throws him a curveball that's down and away and in the dirt. And once he gets that big bat started, there's no stopping it. So that'll be a strikeout for Jeremy.
RBI double to right for Anthony Rizzo last time up. Now to get out of play. Rizzo's prize draft choice of the Padres, and since been traded over to the Cubs. Definitely coming into his own. Outside.
Played well for the Cubs in One of the things that we heard about him when he was over with the Padres organization is that he had some power. 12 home runs on the year. He can run a little bit too. Watching him hit that double, and he has 5 stolen bases, so he can run. Good athlete.
Got a good eye too. Leads the club with 33 walks.
You can see Jeremy still trying to find his good changeup. He's missed off the plate away the last couple of pitches with the changeup.
Deanna Navarro's on deck. 2 outs here in the top of the third. A 3-1 count to Rizzo. Man aboard. 34th walk for Rizzo. First walk of the ball game by Bonderman. And the Cubs have runners at first and second.
Another runner in scoring position now for the Cubs. Cubs 3 for 6 in this one. Early in the game, 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. That's an area where they have struggled this year. Runners in scoring position, hitting .226. But so far, having a good afternoon.
Navarro 0 for 1, grounded out to Nick Franklin.
Pitches now for Jeremy. Really not too bad when you consider the struggles that he had in the second inning.
Here's the 1-0.
Keeps trying to find his fastball on the outside corner. You can see from our EQC tracer he's missing off the plate. Henry Blanco, the veteran catcher, going to go out and have a conversation with him, but that's been a pitch that's been effective for Jeremy. He'll hang right around 91 to 93 miles an hour with some good run on his fastball. But right now, a little bit too much movement. And he's having a tough time commanding the outside corner.
Sherholtz down at second and Rizzo at first with 2 outs here. 2-0 count to Navarro. He's in trouble. 3-0.
Bogusevic waiting on deck. He doubled his first time up and drove in a run. Doubled to dead center field.
Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Back-to-back walks for Bunderman.
Well, this inning self-inflicted so far. Hit batter and back-to-back walks to load him up with 2 outs. Carl Willis coming out of the dugout. Henry Blanco had gone out a couple pitches before, and now Carl Willis, the pitching coach, will make a trip out to the mound to try to help Jeremy out. He looks like he has a good fastball today and good run on it, but just having a real tough time getting it on the outside corner to these left-handed hitters. And he will face another lefty in Bogusevic. A couple of righties due up after that, but he wants to retire Bogusevic if he can. And again, you look at Jeremy in his last 4 outings, has really pitched well. A 1.42 ERA over his last 4 outings, and a big reason why is the ability to locate that fastball. And he's just struggling here this afternoon with it.
So Bogusevic will bat with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 1 in this situation. Again, this is 5th game. Cubs is a team of .255 batting average. The bases loaded. First pitch to Bogusevic. Driving Raul back into the gap, left center field. He gets under it, makes the catch. The Bonderman survives. He watched Raul with bated breath on that one and is relieved to see it go into his glove. 3-0 Cubs. Big difference of the ball game early on. Big difference, you bet. All about the doubles. Soriano, Rizzo, Bogusevic, and Barney. Last 3 doubles all drove in runs. The Cubbies have a 3-0 lead over the Mariners and Jeremy Bonderman. Here in the home third, Brad Miller's going to lead it off, followed by Henry Blanco and Indy Chavez. 8-9-1 against Jackson, who's given up just 1 hit in his first 2 innings with a strikeout. Bouncing the ball down to Barney. And Brad Miller's retired. 1 out. Here's Angie Menta.
Guys, we don't stop here long. We head down on the farm. A couple of news and notes, and we start in Tacoma. There's been so much talent coming up lately. And Carlos Figueroa, could he be the next guy? Fire lately, 5 homers, 23 RBI last 18 games in Double-A Jackson. James Jones, red hot in his last 8, 344. And in Clinton, former Coug Taylor Ard has 4 straight multi-hit games, hitting 600 with a homer and 6 runs batted in during that stretch. Guys?
All right, Angie, all encouraging numbers to be sure. Exactly going to be down for a few days. Saunders for a few days. Morse maybe not see him till next Monday, Tuesday. An outfielder move wouldn't be a shock, and Goody's out.
It wouldn't be surprising
at all.
They have to get some guys healthy in a hurry.
I turned on the old PDA, the old phone this morning. I expected to see transaction. Didn't see it. I was shocked.
Well, I think with Dustin, it sounds like it's going to be just a few days. They have an off day tomorrow, so maybe feeling that they could survive today, the off day tomorrow, maybe ready to go by Tuesday night.
But you've been there with those thumbs.
It's tough, you know. And the thing about it is you just don't know, and so we'll have to wait and see. And then Michael, obviously, he showed his finger and the way that he cut it on the spikes. It's, you know, how long that's going to bother him, and you certainly have to have your hands to hit, and both of them having hand issues. So Blanco pulls this ball down. So if you can't get a real handle on it by, I would say, tomorrow, then you're going to have to make some changes to help these guys out.
There's starting 9, average age of the starting 9, 30.8 years. The outfield, 36.7. In the infield, 24.3.
Well, but that's a good point too, because you know, you look at the outfield today. Yes, all these guys complain they've been productive, but what are you going to do if something happens in this game today? Brendan Ryan is your alternative to go to the outfield for you. So you can get away with that for a day, maybe 2, but if it's going to be any longer than that, then you know, Jack and Eric will have to get together and make an adjustment to it.
2-2. Nice and hot in Texas, nice, hot and humid in Cincinnati.
It's going to be really hot.
Indy Chavez, he has the Mariners' only hit. Leadoff double. Got the third on a fly ball by Ibanez, but they couldn't score. 3-2 to Blanco. Henry with a base hit. Henry out of the box hard. And a name for himself his first day with the Mariners a couple weeks ago on a Saturday against Oakland with a grand slam, and that proved to be the game winner.
A similar situation, gets ahead in the count, jumps on a fastball. A good fastball at 95 miles an hour. Good at bat for Henry. Battling and hit a solid line drive into left. Thought about maybe going for 2, but Soriano was able to get it in quickly. Back to the top of the order, Indy Chavez, who doubled his first time, and doubled out to right center field.
Going to Indy. Indy with his 8th double to lead off the Mariners' first. He's behind 0-2.
Fastball, the best fastball from Jackson, 97 miles an hour.
Henry Blanco aboard his 3rd hit as a Mariner. 2nd hit here. Henry back. Make that Henry back to first base. Edwin Jackson, 29 years old, born in Nulm, Germany. Grew up in Columbus, Georgia. 6th round pick of the Dodgers in 01. Been a traveling man in his career. Dodgers 03 through 05. Tampa Bay 06 through 08. Detroit in 09. 10 with Arizona. Second half of 10 with the White Sox. Started 11 with the White Sox and then to the Cardinals later on that year, pitched in the World Series. Washington 2 years ago, or last year. Now it's first year with the Cubbies. This was spoiled, fouled off. Got a career record of 73 up and 81 down with a 4.49 ERA.
And talking about all those travels, it seems as though his name always comes up when we get closer to the trading deadline. People always want Edwin Jackson. I believe that was the year that he went to the White Sox, but you can always hear his name out through the rumors of him getting moved again.
Andy to left center field. That will get down. Henry Blanco to second. Coming to third. They're going to stop him right there. Andy Chavez with back-to-back doubles today. And the Mariners have a couple runners in scoring position here with one out in the third.
For Indy, another good at bat. He gets on a fastball. It's 95 miles an hour, and it is right at the top of the strike zone. So Indy has to work hard to get his hands on top of this to drive it. You can see how high that pitch is above the belt. But a good swing, hitting it out to left center field, going the other way. A good read by Blanco, too. Aaron Brown, the third base coach, had a decision to make because of the jump that Blanco had. He didn't waste any time at all, didn't hesitate, and was running hard. Aaron Brown with just one out decided to hold him up.
Tell you what, Henry's not the fastest guy. He ran hard out of the box. He ran hard to third. Pro.
Yep, and he's been around, has good instincts on the bases. That was a good read. A lot of, I think, hitters would wait to see if the ball was going to be caught, or at least for it to be a little bit closer to the outfielder, but he didn't hesitate at all. Good base running.
Let's take a look at our win days now. That's better. Nick Franklin in his last 16 games. 333, 7 runs, 6 doubles, couple homers, and 10 runs. Batted in. In a good spot right here. 0-1. Runners at second and third. Nick struck out his first time. He's going to 1-1 count.
Third baseman Valbuena playing even with the bag. The rest of the infielders are back. Ground ball back up the middle. Once it gets past Jack, just score a run.
That was a 1-1.
It's one of the few times we've seen Nick help a pitcher out. Typically, he's a patient hitter. We'll look for some pitches in the strike zone that he can handle and chase that one.
One-two pitch. Just out by Castro. 2-2.
Diaz, the home plate umpire, giving Castillo a little bit of time behind the plate.
And also probably thanking him for keeping it off of me.
That's why he gave him the time.
That's right.
Little encouragement to keep it up.
That's it, baby.
Only going to sting for a minute. Hang in there.
2-2. Dropped by Castillo. Franklin catches the break. Blanco's at third, and Chavez at second for the Mariners, trailing 3-0. Cubs got 3 runs on 4 hits, 4 doubles in the second inning. Rizzo, Bogusevic, and Barney with the RBI. 2-2. Stop by Franklin to get it to 3-2. On deck, Raul Ibanez. Swaim's Ball Club. 4th place in the NL Central. And Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Cincinnati. Just ahead of Milwaukee. 3-2 to Franklin. Fouled off.
Last pitch a little too close to take. Good job by Franklin to foul it off. Again, another good fastball at 96, top of the strike zone.
Scoring opportunity here. 3-2. Ground ball to the second baseman Barney. That will pick up a run. Mariners on the board. 3-1. RBI ground out for Nick Franklin. Down to third goes Indy Chavez. Franklin's 14th RBI.
And a good at bat. Fell behind. Was able to battle back to a full count and eventually put the ball in play, which is the most important thing. Get that runner in any way that you can. Chavez moving up to third as the run scores. Blanco scores on the play. But a good at bat by Nick.
One swing and roll can tie it up.
Interesting. Seems like Jackson wanted to pitch out of the windup, but Andy Chavez started walking down the line. He stepped off, and now he's going to pitch from the stretch.
Andy was almost halfway there.
I don't think he was going anywhere, but he wanted Jackson to think about it. And apparently it worked because Jackson wanted to pitch out of the windup and changed his mind.
We seen a straight steal at home. I mean, with no bunting. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Not since we've been known this since 07.
Some guys steal home, but it's typical because there's first and third situation.
Right, exactly. But, you know,
not a straight steal.
Yeah,
no.
None of that stuff that you read about Jackie Robinson and guys like that doing. You know, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one live in the big leagues. Good count for Raul. 2-0. I think he's familiar with Mr. Abunions.
I think so too.
3-0.
I'm sure Raul has the green light to swing away right here if he likes the fastball. I think just in the American League West, I can think of a few guys that have the ability to do it. Trout and Borges, Gentry in Texas.
Absolutely.
I bet you Elvis Andrus has done it. He's a daring base runner with good speed. Shortstop
and
on the
I bet
Rangers.
at some point, if he hasn't done it, will do it as Ibar. Kobe Ellsbury got one against the Yankees a couple of years ago. There's a strike.
Ellsbury leading the American League in stolen bases.
Red Sox are in town when the Mariners return home next Monday. 4 games against the Red Sox, 3 against the Angels, then it's All-Star break. 3-1 to Raul.
Good aggressive swing on a fastball, 96. Jackson elevated it for him. It was up in the zone. All trying to finish the month off in good shape already. 9 home runs in the month of June. He's second. Chris Davis with 11 in the month. Chris Davis hit 2 yesterday. 30 now.
It's been ridiculous. Payoff here to Raul. Got it. Put a wrinkle in that one. Strikes out Raul, stranding Indy Chavez at third. Mariners do get on the board on the RBI ground out by Nick Franklin. Cubs lead at 3-1. time now for the AT&T trivia question. Was the Cubs' all-time leader in home runs? You got Ron Santo, Sammy Sosa, Ernie Banks, or Ryan Sandberg. I'm going to go with Mr. Banks. He played his entire career with, if you're saying he hit him in a Cub uniform, I'm going to say he hit more home runs in a Cub uniform than Sammy did. And Sammy hit a lot.
I think I'll have to go with Sammy.
Okay. Did have those, what, 3 straight 60 plus? That's $180 right there. Bonderman can sharpen things up here with Darwin Barney. Behind 2-0 Barney, Castillo, Valbuena. 8-9-1 in the fourth. Cubs lead 3-1. They had 4 doubles in the second inning, scored 3 times. Blows that one by Seager on a 2-0 pitch. Darwin Barney. Doubles parade here at Safeco Field. The 5th for Chicago. Second one for Barney, and his 15th on the season.
And the second leadoff double for the Cubs. Again, Jeremy falling behind threw a fastball in the middle of the plate, and he turned on it.
Barney was ahead 2-0 in that count. His first time up, he was ahead in the count 2-1.
Sammy hit 609 career home runs. I'm guessing the majority of those had to be with the Cubs, didn't they?
Don't forget he was with Texas and the White Sox.
Yeah, I know. I think
the majority of no doubt the majority with the Cubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that run he had. I think it's going to be close. Mr. Banks hit 514. Came up as a cross-hand hitting. Was it a Negro Leagues? I think he hit cross-handed.
He did?
Straightened him out.
I never knew that. Cross-hand, huh?
Down to third. Oh, throws Seager. Barney getting a wave on it. He's going to score. Digging for second. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 5th error for Seager. 4-1 Chicago.
It looked like Jeremy did what he wanted to. Gets a ground ball to the left side, so the runner has to hold his ground. This is just a rare error by Kyle Seager. I'm not even sure he gets a glove on it. He doesn't. He pulls his glove up early, and the ball goes right between the wickets.
Boy, oh boy, 4-1 Chicago. Top of the order, Valbuena. Fly to center, fly to right. Shows bunt. On 5 hits for the Cubs, a run on 3 hits and an error for the Mariners. Well stroked and hooked foul.
And the bad news with that error is they're not getting a glove on it. The runner is able to get around to second base. If he just clanks it, boots it, whatever, you keep him at first. But through the wickets, Blake Bevan getting loose again. Blake's been up a couple of times here in the game.
2-1 to Valbuena. Starlin Castro on deck. Castro, Sherholtz, and Soriano to follow him. Wow. Nice hop smoke takes care of it. Down to third goes Castillo. One out, runner at third. One in. Next T-shirt Tuesday. It's coming up July 9th. Red Sox will be in town, and this game throws the T-shirt featuring the 1-2 pitching combo of Felix Hernandez and Hisashi Iwakuma was specially designed by Mariner fan Eric Walquist. It's free to the first 5,000 fans. Get your tickets. View this winning design. Go to mariners.com/shirt.
Starting Castro 0 for 2. Pop up to second. Fly out to center field. Mariners have their infield in.
Two 2-0. Castro tying his shoe, left shoe. My bad, he says. Striking the outside corner, 2-1. Pitch. Line drive. Throw it. Duck special. Right over Bondeman's head. 5-1 Cubs. RBI Castro. His 26th. And that's going to do it. Eric Wedge has seen enough. And we will take a break. Cubs early on here. Big lead. 5-1. Blake Bevan will take over.
Men take care at the Ford Sports Desk. You know, it is one of the rarest feats in baseball, and we have it for you tonight. It was accomplished by an unlikely combination of young and veteran Mariners, and tonight on Root Sports we bring you a modern classic. The Mariners combined no-hitter over the Dodgers. Watch as Kevin Millwood goes from disappointment to a part of history, and hear from the players involved. It's the Mariners combined no-hitter. It's this week's Sunday Night Classic. That is tonight, only on Root Sports. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Tough day for Jeremy Bondeman. Brings on Blake Bevan.
Bevan, 10 appearances on the year. 6.55 ERA for Blake. 33 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, 7 walks. Blake has pitched out of the bullpen a few times since being recalled from AAA and has been effective. He used a slow curveball to try to locate his fastball, which would be about 89, 90 miles an hour. Now I have to deal with the middle of the lineup for the Cubs with just 1 out.
Tough go for Jeremy Bunderman. 3 1/3, 6 hits. Giving up 5 runs. Runner on base, his responsibility. Brings up Nate Sherholtz. Fly to center, and he was hit by a pitch. Strike one to Nate. Grabbing ahead 0-2.
Slow breaking ball, throwing it on the outside corner.
One and two. Runner goes. Swing on and foul back. Pitch up by Castro. 7 out of 9 in base stealing this season. Goes again. Pitch swung on and skied. Short right field. Bay gets under. Wind. Gusty out there. 2 outs.
Some wind and plenty of sunshine. A little breeze. You can see the flags. Sunglasses on. Called it early, which is the good news. Let everybody know that he has a bead on it.
Here's Soriano, double and a strikeout today. Run scored.
He's had a good series. 6 for 11 in the series.
All right. Hung one and he paid for it. That thing got crushed all the way to the gap. Castro to third. He'll score easily. RBI double for Alfonso Soriano. Cubs lead 6-1. Second double today for Soriano.
Pick up an RBI.
6 doubles today.
Take a look at it. You mentioned, yeah, that's a hanging breaking ball. They want to go to the outside corner. He left it middle in. He hammered it out into the gap.
Four doubles in the second, 2 more here in the fourth. Strike 2, Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo an RBI double and a walk this far. Foul back. Rizzo in 07. Red Sox 6th round pick 2010. Sent to San Diego in a deal that included Adrian Gonzalez, brought him up to Boston. And in January of 2012, he came to the Cubs. strikes off that breaking ball. Rizzo, the 7th man to the plate here in the 4th inning for Chicago. Cubs with 3 more runs on the board.
Blake's made a couple of good pitches to him, trying to stay in on his hands. See there, our QC tracer. Second, third pitches both on the inside corner to Rizzo.
Miller can't get it. Coming around Soriano. He's going to score. 7-1 Cubs. RBI Rizzo is second of the day. 48th of the season.
And Soriano has scored twice now in the game. The Cubs, for a team that has struggled hitting with runners in scoring position so far in this one, I have them 5 for 11. Doing a much better job this afternoon against the Mariners. And just 224 coming into the game. Runners in scoring position.
Only 3 guys do not have RBIs today. Navarro is at the dish now. Castillo and Valbuena. Everybody else has at least 1. Sherholtz at Sherholtz. Cubs with 6 doubles, their season best. 7 May 10th at Washington in a 7-3 loss. Blake Bevins 0-2 here to Navarro. Mariners next 2 opponents, Texas and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at Texas right now. Texas leads at 2-0. Top of the 7th. Top of the 4th in Oakland. Cardinals 5, Oakland 4. One-two pitch. Miller over to first, and that'll do it. Damage done. 4 runs, 4 hits, an error, a man left. It's all Chicago. 7-1. Sterling Bank, nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Let's see, Mount Rainier came out to play today. Just be able to see it from here. This glorious day here at Safeco Field. Mariners need to get cranking. They're down big 7-1. And we're only in the home fourth. Plenty of time.
Now they're down 3-0. The Mariners came back and scored a run to get 3-1. And we've seen the pitching go out and do a better job. Defense help them a little bit. That didn't happen. So now bigger hill decline.
Morales, Seager, and Smoke 4, 5, and 6 against Edwin Jackson. Jackson struck out 2. Hasn't walked anybody. Giving up a run on 3 hits. Morales grounded out short his first time up. He's DHing this afternoon. Here's the 1-1. In the bat.
Good changeup from Jackson. Shooting it off the end. Well, there you go for Jeremy. It was a struggle. 3 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. A couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts, 62 pitches, 32 of those for strikes. So Jeremy, who had been on a good run, again has pitched well in his previous 4 outings. Have to regroup, get a bullpen session in, and get after it again in 5 days.
See that guy plenty to draw from the supply case. Keep the lemonade coming. 2-2. For a hat here in the sun. Like the unis yesterday, throwbacks. Turn back the.
They did. Different, you know, plain, straightforward. Seattle across the front.
Full count here to Morales. That's what the boys were wearing yesterday, and the uniforms that the 2 teams wore yesterday will be put up for. They're going to be put up for auction next week as Morales swings a pitch out of the zone. 1 out. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Jackson. 3 in the afternoon.
Bring up Kyle Seager. Kyle again has been struggling as of late. Grounded out to second his first time up. Good running fastball by Jackson, running away to the outer third of the plate. Kyle out in front of it, hit a ground ball to second.
Trick 1 to Kyle. Angels victorious today, winning 3-1 at Houston behind C.J. Wilson, who goes to 8-5. Frieri picked up his 21st save.
Saw Trumbo hit a home run in that one. His 18th in the year.
This. Let's take a look at the Amica hit zone for Kyle Seager for this season.
Pretty good. As you would expect, left-handed hitters like the ball down and in. 333 average for him down and in. Down and in the middle of the plate, 353.
1-2. Breaking ball and a good one. Going down first. It's Castro to Rizzo. 8-2-3. Here's Angie Menton.
Guys, Yu Darvish started off the season so hot, but he hasn't had a win since May 16th. 0-7 over his last 7 starts. Excuse me, 0-2 over his last 7 starts. You looking to turn that around today. Texas facing the Reds. Darvish pitched 6 2/3 scoreless, allowing just 4 hits, fanning 8. You did walk 4, but is in line for his 8th win. The Rangers right now leading that game. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Angie. A look at the American League West standings. Texas by a half game over Oakland. Angels have won already.
Oakland out in front of the Cardinals are playing at home. St. Louis in Oakland. Oakland up 6-5 in the fourth.
Ooh. Justin Smoke the hitter.
Typical defensive alignment for the Cubs against Justin. We see that all the time with Justin. They put the shift on. And the shortstop around to the second base side.
Two outs, nobody on. 3-0 to Smoke. First walk issued by Jackson. 2 down, 1 on.
We have Jason Bay. Jason flying out to center field his first time up. Jason getting the start in right field this afternoon. Ibanez is in left. Indy Chavez in center.
Gets through. Castillo down to second goes Smoke.
Mariners have had a few opportunities with runners in scoring position. They are 0 for 5. 1 run coming on a ground out by Nick Franklin. That scored Henry Blanco.
Seven runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Cubs. A run on 3 hits with an error for the Mariners. 2 outs, runner at second. Ball for strike 1. Wild pitch charge. Jackson. Wild pitch for Jackson. 2-1 here to Bay. Bay facing Jackson when they were both in the National League. Bay with Pittsburgh a few occasions and with the Mets. 3-1. Deck hitter Brad Miller.
Brad still looking for his first major league hit.
And hard snag by Valbuena. Dig by Rizzo. Nice play all around. Tough break for Jason Bay. Hit it right on the screws. Nothing to show for it. It's 7-1 Cubs. Racer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Good to have McKenna visiting us from the Portland area here at Safeco Field. 7-1 Cubs right now. Mariners need to hang it. Series of zeros and aboard the rest of the way. Blake Bevan will continue on. Came on relief of Jeremy Banderman. 7 runs by the Cubs. The pen, never a loss of activity out there. Edgar's doing well in the cha-ching business as well. Ryan Bogusevic leads off. Bogey is 1 for 2. RBI double. Fly to left. Franklin, good quick hands. 1 down. Garland Varney's been tough today. RBI double. 2nd inning. He's had to count 2-1. 2nd time up in the 4th. Ahead to count 2-0, and he doubled to left again.
Some days you have those days, Dave, where entire game you're hitting ahead in the count. Like Bevan missing with that first pitch for a ball. I mentioned 2-1 and 2-0. A couple of doubles for Barney.
Barney out of Portland, Oregon, lives in Beaverton. 4th round pick of the Cubs in 07. His 3rd full year in the big leagues. 254 last season. Oh, 2 strikes. Evan, former farmhand with the Texas Rangers. That's the next stop for the Mariners. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Not a bad idea after a couple of fastballs in the middle of the plate. Was able to get away with them. Blake trying the breaking ball. Barney didn't chase it. Probably come back with it.
3-0 Texas now in the 7th. Upstairs leads Cincinnati. On deck hitters Wellington Castillo. Looper, center field. Indies there.
Watching some of the fielders, watching some of the fielders, it looks like they're having a tough time getting a jump on the ball. It's a sunny day, a lot of white shirts. Even some hesitation on that routine fly ball by Indy.
Yeah, when he didn't move for a second, I thought it was just going to split the difference between he and Franklin. He got back in the sights. Nice job out there.
That happens. Bright sunny day here in the ballpark.
Generally, left field is the worst, though, right?
Yes. Yeah, left field's the toughest one to play.
Ball for strike to Castillo. Strikeout, reached on an error by Seager, came around and scored in the 4th inning. Just joining his Cubs, 3 runs on 4 hits in the 2nd inning, 4 runs, 1 earned. In the 4th inning, 4 hits, and they left him in. They left them loaded in the third. One and two. Mariners run coming in the third RBI ground out by Nick Franklin. Outside on the day, the Mariners have 3 hits, 2 by Andy Chavez, both doubles. The other base hit, Henry Blanco, a base hit to left. 2-2.
See how late he was on that fastball. 90 miles an hour. Pitch was up, but after a couple of slow breaking balls from Blake. Last breaking ball 77 miles an hour. A little late on the fastball.
And Blanco holds on. Sweeping breaking ball on a 2-2 pitch, and Castillo strikes him out. Evan goes 1-2-3 in the 5th. The Miller, Blanco, and Chavez when we get back. Volkswagen, Das Auto, and by BNSF Railway, the engine that connects us. Great look at the Space Needle. Great dining, great tourist spot here. As we look from way down in the Soto area, looking back up to the Space Needle.
And here we go. It's good business today.
Yes, indeed.
Great views of the Space Needle.
Anytime we have friends from back east come out, we take them up to the restaurant.
Let's see if Brad Miller can get his first major league hit. Brad grounded out to second his first time up this afternoon.
Miller, Blanco, and Chavez 8-9-1 against Edwin Jackson, who struck out 4, walked 1, giving up a run on 3 hits.
When he was first called up, I'm sure a little bit nervous. Now probably more anxious to get that first hit out of the way.
He had a fabulous run down at Tacoma and at Jackson before that. There it is. First base hit in the major leagues for Brad Miller. Out of the box hard. And a hustle double. We'll get that ball to the young man. Nicely done. His first big league hit. Standing ovation from the fans here at Safeco Field. 24,701. Coming here on June 30. Just before 3 o'clock.
Yeah, good running fastball going away from him. He just goes with the pitch. Flips it right down the line. Brad had a 22-game hitting streak going at AAA before being called up. And with that kind of streak, you would expect him to be able to spray the ball around the field. We saw that from him in spring training, and good way to get your first big lead hit out of the way, a leadoff double.
Right now 1 for 10 since his call up. There's Henry Blanco.
Another look at the swing. Slices this ground ball right inside the bag. Valbuena well off the line. Brad has good speed. That was an easy double for him.
Blanco moves a runner over. Barney throws him out.
Well, that'll bring up the hitting start for the Mariners of the day. Andy Chavez, any 2 for 2 with 2 doubles.
Good day for Andy Chavez. 9 doubles on the season.
Well, he can add to it with an RBI now. Cubs, as you would expect, up 7-1, playing their infield back, so they'll give up a run for an out.
Squibber foul.
That would have been beautiful right there, right over the bag. That would have been his 3rd double of the day. Keeps that fair.
And he's had some good campaigns. 2 base hits. 25 with Montreal back in 03. 20 the next year. 22 with the 06 Mets. Went into the lemonade guy's wares as he was carrying it above his head, just below us to our left.
Well, luckily he's down to about half a tray.
There was room. He was catching it. All 2 strikes, Dandy. Slashes at it. Steele holds a runner at 3rd. Completes the play on Chavez at strikeout number 5. To review our AT&T trivia question. Cubs all-time leader in home runs. Mike went with Sammy Sosa. Went with Ernie Banks. Fans went with Sammy Sosa. Survey says it is Sammy by, what's that, 33 over Mr. Banks. That's a lot of good years. It's been all those guys didn't play together in the same team. Cubs might have really hit something going for him.
They definitely would have. That's a pretty good infield right there. Santo at 3rd, Banks at shortstop, Sandberg over at 2nd.
So it was Sammy Sosa. Look at Nick Franklin. Driven in the Mariners' only run. RBI ground out. That was in the 3rd. 545 for Sammy. My goodness.
609 on his career.
Two outs. Franklin trying to pick up a run here. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Chicago. A run on 4 hits and an error by the Mariners.
Edwin Jackson working here in the 5th. He's now at 80 pitches, 48 strikes.
And hard, another base hit for Nick Franklin and another RBI. Franklin coming in as the batting average leader on the ball club, picks up a run to make it 7-2.
Mariners get their first base hit with a runner in scoring position. As Dave mentioned, now 2 RBIs driven in both runs for the Mariners out in front of an off-speed pitch. He hits it over in the hole past the second baseman, diving second baseman Barney.
2 RBIs today for Franklin, gives him 15. And for Nick, this is game number 31 for him. Raul Ibanez, a fly to center and a strikeout. Nick Franklin, 33 hits in his 31st game. Striking the outside corner to Raul.
It didn't have to be. Laz Diaz, home plate umpire, helping Jackson out with that last call. Fastball off the plate away, but it'll even up the count 1-1.
Jackson's lost his last 2 games to Milwaukee, at St. Louis. Prior to that, he won at the Mets and beat Pittsburgh. And then before that, he lost 3 in a row. The Mets at Pittsburgh and Arizona.
The game at Milwaukee, his last outing, only 4 2/3, gave him 6 earned runs.
2 on the roll. Hardy's right there. And throws him out. So the Mariners pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the 6th we go, 7-2 Cubs.
As we head to the 6th, plenty of time to get this done. Hi, everyone. Angie Mann taking care of the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, the Angels streaking just a little bit. Winners of 5 straight coming into today, and they were after their 2nd straight series win in Houston, taking on the Stros. Josh Hamilton breaks a 1-1 tie with a double in the 8th. That scores Howie Kendrick, and Hamilton also scored after a throwing error. Angels take it. Their 6th straight. C.J. Wilson with a gem in this one, guys. 7 scoreless innings. 10 strikeouts. 3-1 is the way it ends.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. As the Angels try to get a little bit closer to the 500 mark. It's 39-43. Top of the order for the Cubs here in the 6th. Luis Valbuena looks at strike 1. Luis today 0 for 3. Mike Bevan on in relief of Jeremy Bunderman, knocked out of the box after 3 1/3 of 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts.
Well, 30 pitches now for Blake Bevan, who come on in relief, and I think right now Eric Wedge would really like for him to eat up as many innings as possible. Mariners do have tomorrow off to travel, but then it's a tough road trip. You're going into Texas and then into Cincinnati. He's going to need everybody ready to go as far as his bullpen goes. Two good offensive clubs and a couple of ballparks that I'm sure the Mariners are looking forward to hitting in. Tom Wilhelmsen doing some exercises out in the pen.
Cincinnati in the middle of the pack in the National League, 248 team batting average. That's a small ballpark.
Yes, it is.
Half bathroom, says Junior. Ken Griffey Jr. Reds fourth in home runs, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Valbuena. He did go, says Laz Diaz. Not much of a protest by Valbuena. He said a couple things in Spanish to Laz. Didn't get him thrown out of the ball game. 1 out. Second strikeout for Bevan. Starlin Castro lined out to second. Wide to center. RBI single to center.
Sure, Castro, one of the disappointments for the Cubs this year, not having the type of season they would have expected. Just .233 with 4 home runs coming into the game. Talented shortstop. I think they expected more from him offensively.
He's a good player. 3rd full season. Came to the All-Star team in 11 and 12. He had 283 last year, 307 and 11. He led the league 2 years ago with 207 hits.
Yeah, well, he's struggled this year. Really have to be happy with Nate Shearholtz. He's waiting on deck. Former Giant. 286, 11 home runs and 34 RBIs for him. And as we mentioned earlier, Anthony Rizzo has also swung the bat well.
Blake Bevan, 3 consecutive strikeouts. 2 outs here in the 6th.
After some slow breaking balls, Blake will elevate a fastball top of the strike zone. See Castro swinging under that pitch, can't catch up to it at 91 miles an hour. Good pitch from Blake.
Shearholtz today 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch. Shearholtz. It's that kind of warm here in Seattle. It'll be like that through or deep into next week too. Deep into this week, I should say. Swing and miss, 2-1. Shearholtz traded by the Giants to the Phillies, and the Phillies fell out of it last year. The Phillies sent Hunter Pence to the Giants. That worked out quite well for them. Talking about the Giants, Shearholtz Played 37 games for the Phils last year after 77 with the Giants. Full count here. Alfonso Soriano on deck. Soriano 2 doubles and an RBI, 2 runs scored. Two here to Schultz, and off the fist backhand, 8 up Kyle Seager, and a base hit for Schultz.
Looked like that pitch jammed Schultz and spinning sideways out to Kyle Seager. The Mariners had the shift on. That's why Kyle normally over at the third base spot playing out towards shortstop. This ball spinning like a top and hit kick back on Kyle. You can see kick back just enough to hit the heel of his glove. Be a base hit. Bring up Soriano. Soriano having a good afternoon. He is 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. He's filling up some categories. It's been a good series for him. 7 for 12 in the series.
Fly ball right field for Bay. Some carry on it. Look at this. Took him right to the fence. Like he had it all the way. Next thing you know, he's on the track and against the fence. Nice play by Jason Bay as the Cubs strand a runner in the 6th. 7-2 Chicago. For the Mariners takeoff for Texas and Cincinnati. Major League Baseball People Magazine are honoring veterans in your community. Go to tributeforheroes.com and vote for the veteran who will represent the Mariners and be recognized at the 2013 All-Star Game July 16 on Fox. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. I dare you to dial up a better day than this. Fantastic. 73 degrees.
That's just perfect. Now we just need some runs for the Mariners.
Bunches, too.
Yeah, Kendrys Morales 0 for 2.
Second time in a row he's leading off the net. He struck out the first time, bounces 1 foul. Edwin Jackson, Mariners haven't really solved him. 2 RBIs by Franklin, 1 on a ground out, 1 on a single. 2 runs, 5 hits. Mariners have left 4. Jackson struck out 5, walked 1.
He's had a good fastball today and he's been able to pitch down in the zone with it. 92-mile-an-hour sinker just missing. He's topped out at 97.
2.
A lot of fastballs. It's been right around 70%, but last few innings mixing in his changeup a little bit more. That was a good changeup to Kendricks, well located at the bottom of the strike zone.
Morales on 42 runs batted in, 2 behind Raul Ibanez. Swing and a miss. Castillo on it. It's down. Another strikeout, 2-3. That's 6 Ks for Jackson. Seager 0 for 2, a ground out, a strikeout. Working the cotton candy hard here.
Plenty of kids here. He should be able to get rid of that.
Again, it's all over the Seattle area going, thank you very much. Strike 1 to Kyle. Games in Texas. Joe Saunders, Felix Hernandez, and Sashi Iwakuma go against Justin Grimm, Derek Holland, Martin Perez, respectively. 0-1.
Thinking about Kyle's recent struggles, and hasn't been for very long, but he's been a consistent hitter, consistent player for the Mariners on an everyday basis. Wouldn't be surprised on this road trip if Eric Wedge, if he can, get a couple of guys healthy and maybe give him a day off.
Into the corner goes Soriano, and he makes a catch. Well done. They can put Brett Miller at third. Ryan at short.
Yeah.
Franklin at second. With 2 outs.
Good play by Soriano. Notice he's coming up close to the wall. That was ruled a foul ball, but he makes the catch in foul territory. We have Justin Smoke. Justin 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Trying to show some of that power we've been waiting on. 3 home runs in his last 9 games, including one yesterday.
All of Smoke's home runs have come from the left side. This guy's not going to quit early, that's for sure, and I don't blame him. Lemonade red. Cubs 3 in the first, 4 in the fourth. There is 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth. Castro, the shortstop, takes it. You hear him say, I got it. 6-3, and that retires Smoke. A quiet inning by the Mariners in the 7th. Mariners wrap up this homestand. They need a rally to finish it at 4-4. Flip Country USA bringing you the Mariners calendar. And off day / travel day tomorrow. Texas, second trip to Texas. Cincinnati, see Dusty Baker's crew. And then back home to see the Boston Red Sox and the Angels for 3. And then a nice break for the All-Star game. 3 games in Houston. Mike, as we talked about earlier in the season, the schedule very nice the second half for the Mariners. Those 3 games in Houston will be followed by 7 games here at home. 3 with Cleveland, 4 with Minnesota.
Well, that's true, but it's not any easier going into the break after this one today. As you mentioned, going to Texas, first place club. You have the Reds. They're 11 games over 500.
One of the best records in baseball.
Right. Angels still to finish up with, so it's going to be tough.
Bouncing ball fair. Smoke retires the Cub first baseman. Quick 1 out. Here in the 7th, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Good to be with you this Sunday afternoon. If you're enjoying it wherever you're watching here in the great Pacific Northwest or around the country, and MLB at bat. There's Deanna Navarro. Playable. Seager for out number 2. Cincinnati Reds, we're talking about them. They started today with the 4th most wins in the National League, behind Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Atlanta.
Yeah, and I also forgot 4 games with Boston, who's in first place in the East. They're 15 games over 500. Tough schedule going into the break.
And Bogusevic the hitter. RBI double in the 2nd, fly to left in the 3rd. Round out the 2nd and the 5th. Cubs getting 3 runs on 4 hits in the 2nd inning. 4 doubles that inning. 2 more in the 4th inning, scoring 4 times. Evan way ahead, 0-2. It's hot for Seager. 5-pitch inning by Blake Bevan. Very effective. See if things swing the bats. Bay, Miller, and Blanco in the home 7th as we stretch and listen to God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise and join us in honoring our great country with the singing of God Bless America. Please welcome back the Singing Sisters.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless
Aesthetic stretch being brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Last year, Washington's Lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They can do the same for you. Thanks to Washington's Lottery, winning heirs are made daily. Winning weather here at Safeco Field. And there's a big consumer of lemonade. And I can't say that I blame him. If I were in his seat, bartender, back him up.
Popular item today. Probably about this point too. Most of the fans been in the sun enjoying the weather, but I would guess that lemonade will last him about a half an inning.
You're being kind.
Yeah. Probably. Or her. There you go.
You know that it's going to lead to a little quick step at some point. What do you mean? It's the bottom of the ninth, 2 out, and the running runs at third. My kid did that to Indiana Jones the last minute and a half. I got to go to the bathroom. What do you mean? They got to go to the bathroom.
Well,
they had to go.
They had to go.
Jason Bay, fly to center, robbed by Valbuena. Nice play. Hard smash in fourth. Jackson's got him on 2. Bay, Miller, and Blanco here in the 7th. Frank Bevan's done a nice job hanging zeros on the Cubs the last 3 innings.
Some action out in the pen. Sean Camp, veteran right-handed reliever, former Blue Jay, getting loose. His next pitch will be 100 for Edwin Jackson. 60 strikes so far in the 99 pitches he has thrown.
Count. Mariners hits 1 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the 5th. With that progression, maybe a bunch here in the 7th. Breaking ball, sky deep to left, going back. Soriano's going to watch it. Sail out of here. Home run for Jason Bay. His 10th of the season. RBI number 19. Added on a 3-2 pitch, makes it a 7-3 ball game.
We're talking about Jackson's fastball topping out at 97. Good sinker, but he decides to go with the breaking ball. 82 miles an hour, left it on the inside corner.
Good ride there by Jason Bay.
Yeah, 10 home runs on the year, double digits for him now.
So the double-digit home run guys now for the Mariners: Ibanez, Morse. We don't expect to see back till next week. Seager with 10, and now Bay with 10. Brad Miller got a double down the left field line his last time up, his first major league hit. Bay homered 2 nights ago. See him getting the double digits. 10, 1-1 to Miller. That should be enough. That should get down. It will. Plenty. Miller digging for 2. He's in there safely. Brad Miller quickly becoming a fan favorite. First big leagues 2-game hit. 2-hit game here for Mr. Miller.
This is the reason why we like him so much in spring training. It was plays like this. He has really good speed. He's aggressive on the bases. I think for most that would have been a single, but for Brad, because of his hustle, gets in head first with the double.
Now the first 2-hit game in the major leagues, both doubles.
And that looks like it's going to be it for Edwin Jackson. Sean Camp has been getting loose in the pen.
We will take this step aside right now. Mariners with a home run and a double to start the home 7th. 7-3 Cubs. box. Dry Jack's Big Stack Burger, 2 jumbo beef patties stacked with onion rings, cheese, and pickles. Mariners trying to mount a rally here in the 7th. Home run and a double to start it off. Edwin Jackson, he's been chased after the start here in the 7th.
Oh, Mariners took him a while to get to him, but putting some pressure and also his pitch count. But Jackson today had a good fastball at times. Ended up with 6 strikeouts in this one. You see him strike out Kyle Seager and Indy Chavez. Indy actually with a couple of doubles in the game. But Jackson threw the ball well. And we'll see if the Mariners can get to the bullpen of the Cubs. 6+ innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. All 3 runs are earned. Just 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 104 pitches for Jackson. 63 of those for strikes. He is also responsible for Brad Miller, who was out at second base after his double.
Nobody out. First pitch to Henry Blanco. Strike 1 to Henry. See Henry trying to get those hands out in front. Sean Kemp has been around Kansas City for a couple of years in 04-05, Tampa Bay for 3, and then Toronto from 08 through 11. And this is second year with the Cubs. 1-2.
Appearances for Camp. High ERA at 6.23 ERA for him, and opponent's average 3.56.
And 2 to Blanco. Sean Kemp jersey, old school. Miller at second time call.
I don't blame Henry. Can't take him a long time trying to figure out what pitch he wanted to throw. You're standing in there and starting to tighten up a little bit. Call timeout.
Good sweeping breaking ball strikes out Blanco. Here's Angie Mente.
Guys, we head down I-5 to Cheney, where the Rainiers are hosting the Las Vegas 51s. And things aren't going so hot today, not only for the Rainiers, but also for Brandon Maurer. He was on the hill, scuffled 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 51s, hit 4 doubles off of Maurer. Offensively, not much better. Just 2 hits for the Rainiers, who hold a 2-game lead over Colorado Springs in the Northern Division. And, you know, we often speak of the shuffling that Eric Wedge has had to do. It's kind of the same story and then some down in Tacoma for skipper John Stearns, guys.
Stearns in his first managerial gig. Yep, he's learning how to do it.
Well, that's the hardest part when you're down there, as she mentioned, as Angie mentioned, that they have a 2-game lead, but a lot of those players are up here now, and so he's just going to get younger kids coming in and see if they can play well and hang on to it. But that's the challenge.
1-1 to Indy Chavez. Pops this one up. Center fielder's under. The 7th. Two outs here in the 7th inning with Brad Miller still at second base. Home run by Bay led off the inning. Eric Wedge's team running short on outs here. Vic Franklin's driven in 2 runs tonight, this afternoon rather, with RBI single his last time up, RBI ground out third, and a strikeout first.
That base hit his last time up, now hitting an even 300.
Team leader.
Yeah.
Two and 1 to Nick. Brad Miller 2 for 3. 2 doubles today. Got his first big league hit in the 5th. Double down the left field line. Franklin with Raul Ibanez on deck.
Work a walk makes things interesting with Raul coming to the plate and his 18 home runs on the year.
For sure. 3 more. Full count here to Franklin. 2 outs. A runner on, a run in. Bay with a home run, a double Miller. Blanco strikes out. Chavez flies out. 3-2 here to Franklin. We're back. 3-2 to Franklin. Hit hard, but Rizzo gobbles it up. It'll do it. A run, 2 hits, no errors, a man left to the 8th. Cubs lead 7-3. (7-3) Cubs as we play the 8th inning on a beautiful Sunday here at Safeco Field. Friday, July 19th, Safeco Field's going to play host to a live concert from one of the greatest recording artists of all time, Sir Paul McCartney. If you missed your chance to get tickets, there's still a chance to see the show and in style enjoy the concert from a private suite or the Press Box Club, where your ticket includes a pre-concert buffet and private cash bar. For tickets or more info on premium seating options to see Sir Paul McCartney, call 206-346-4001. If we're out of town, my wife's going to gloat. She bought tickets day 1, minute 1.
I'm sure she'll tell you all about it.
Oh, yeah. Darwin Barney, Wellington Castillo, and Luis Valbuena. They're in the 8th. Blake Bevan came on. 1 out in the 4th. Been on since. He's giving up 1 run.
Yeah, he's done a good job. Again, Eric Wedge trying to get some innings out of him, and Blake has been able to do that. Short outing today Jeremy Bonderman, going just 3 1/3. So Blake picked up a bunch of innings, saving the bullpen.
Sure has. Round 3 hits, struck out 3.
Carter Capps getting loose now.
So it got away early for the Mariners. Still some time though. Not a lot. Strike 3 called on Darwin Barney. Barney now 2 for 4 today with an RBI and a run scored. 4th strikeout for Bevan. Brings up Wellington Castillo, the catcher. Strikeout, reached on an error. Came around and scored in the 4th and struck out again. Strike 1.
Yeah, I think because of all the slow off-speed pitches that Blake has been able to throw and throw for strikes. Did a good job of elevating his fastball, even though it's at 89 miles an hour. He's been able to get a lot of strikes with that pitch. There's the breaking ball again. That one at 79 miles an hour.
Just inside, 1 and 2. Here comes a 1-2. Popped it up. Franklin taking charge. Two outs here in the 8th. Are you the ultimate Northwest Mariner fan in the state of Alaska? And Root Sports is looking for you throughout the month of July. Capture a photo on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag UltimateNWFanAlaska showing why it should be you. It'll get you entered into a contest to win a trip and a VIP experience Mariners Fan Appreciation Night in September right here at Safeco Field. For official rules, go to rootsports.com. Top of the order, Luis Valbuena. Luis 0 for 4 today. Mariners in the 8th. Banez, Morales, and Seager 3, 4, and 5. Ball and 2 strikes. Valbuena. 6 in a row retired by Blake Bevan. Gave up 2 hits in the 4th. 1 in the 5th. That's it. Line drive, right field, right in bed. Time to go to work here. 8th inning. 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Banez, Morales, Seager. Maybe that sounds like some runs. We'll find out when we get back. lead as we play the bottom of the 8th inning here at Safeco Field. We take a look at our money tree in time play. And how about Blake Bevan coming on in the 4th, holding the Cubs to a run on 3 hits?
I thought he did a great job today of picking up the bullpen. Was effective, gave up just 1 run in his outing today. Had a good breaking ball at 78, 79 miles an hour, and at times was able to elevate a fastball at 89, 90. A good job by Blake. Save the arms out in the pen.
Said the offense can pick him up. Jeremy Bunderman started 3 1/3, didn't have it today. 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned. Bevan has been quite good. Here's Raul Ibanez, 0 for 3. Fly to center, strike out, and a ground out to second. Oh, 2 to Raul. Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp came on with a run on the board and a runner at second in the 7th inning, and went strikeout, fly out, ground out to get out of the 7th inning in relief of Edwin Jackson. Here's a drive, deep right field. Raul Ibanez, another home run, his 19th. 45th RBI. The man is just dialed in. 17 home runs over his last 42 games. 10th home run in June.
10 home runs in the month of June. Good for second best in the American League. Chris Davis with 11 home runs this month, and now Raul Ibanez on an 0-2 count. That is a hanging breaking ball, and Raul hasn't missed any of those this month. Take a look at our McDonald's Supermo as he barrels this one up. What a month. Take another look at the swing by Raul.
391 feet for Mr. Ibanez.
Good short swing, direct to the ball, keeps his hands inside of it so he doesn't hook it foul, and 19th round tripper of the year for Raul.
Second home run today by the Mariners. Jason Bay hit his 10th. That was in the 7th inning.
19 home runs. That ties his season total last year for the Yankees.
He's exceptional. Outstanding human being as well. That's going to work. Nice hit. On a 2-1 counted dribble, gets Morales aboard. So look at the list. Moving on up. Stan the Man Musial has been tied for most home runs by a 41-year-old. By Raul Ibanez with 19. And we go to St. Louis. It'll be the week after Labor Day. 13, 14, 15, a weekend series in St. Louis.
Dave Winfield up next. 21 home runs for Dave Winfield, 93.
20, a great Hall of Famer. Mariners trying to mount a comeback here. Seager down the line. That is just foul. First base umpire Tim Timmons on the case. Looking at Raul's home run totals, career numbers, 34 is his career best with the Phillies in 09. 19 with the Yankees last year, 20 with the Phillies in 11. It's something else.
He puts the work in.
Oh, I'll
that's
tell you
for
what,
sure.
You know, you've done the same thing. I need to talk to the coaches. Here's a pitch to Seager. They'll give you a 10-minute stand-up on his work ethic.
Yeah.
They're just in total and complete awe of his program and what he does off season and during the season. We need more guys to take advantage and take a look at what he does and join in.
Eric Wedge, I don't know when it was, 4 or 5 days ago, was talking about just that, and Raul Ibanez. They say he was the shining light of what you want a major leaguer to be.
Absolutely. I remember talking
that's some compliment.
Hey, man, doesn't get any better now.
No, it doesn't. And his point to all of it was that there's a lot of young players on this team, and they have a guy right in front of them to look at on how to play this game correctly and how to play it for a long time.
Remember, it was 2 years ago. High drive right field.
Did he?
Might have a chance. Get up! Gone! A two-run homer by Kyle Seager. 7-6 ball game. On a 1-2 pitch, Kyle Seager homers for the 11th time.
3 quick runs for the Mariners. Still nobody out. Solo home run for Ibanez, base hit Morales, and now a 2-run homer for Kyle Seager, his 11th home run of the year. Again, great balance at the plate. A lot of drive, using his legs in that swing. Chris Bosio, pitching coach for the Cubs, make a trip out to the mound to talk to Sean Kemp and buy some time for the bullpen to get loose. But quick 3 runs for the Mariners make this a ball game. That was a great look at the swing by Kyle Seager. Yeah, talking about him struggling lately. Well, he didn't struggle on that swing. Got himself a fastball that he could handle and hit it hard. Hit it so high I wasn't sure it was going to have the distance, but it ended up well back into the seats.
Camp was the one that gave it up to Zunino Friday night in the 10th. Bases loaded single back up the middle.
Now that'll bring up Justin Smoke, and Justin has been swinging a hotbed. 3 home runs in his last 9 games since coming off the disabled list.
Another good note regarding Mr. Seager. That home run broke an 0 for 19.
We were talking about earlier with Kyle. He's been so consistent with the recent struggles he's had. Maybe he had a day off in his future, but I think that will still come for him. Good to see him check in with a home run right there. He'll feel good about that.
It'll pain Eric Wedge not putting him in. Drive to center field, backing up Bogus 7th. First out of the inning. Well, we had fireworks Friday night. We're getting some here in the 8th. The Mariners only down a run now. Ibanez with the leadoff homer, and then a 2-run shot by Kyle Seager. Seager said to be Raul's greatest disciple in terms of working out. Talking to him and just trying to glean as much information as possible. Talk baseball
brilliant.
All the time.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Got that right. Jason Bay homing on a 3-2 pitch, leading off the 7th. Big 3 spot on the board here in the 8th against Sean Kemp. Mariners about hit the Cubs now 10-9. Again, tip of the cap to Blake Bevan. 4 2/3, a 3-hit, 1-run ball. Home run by Seager. Second time in a week. Homered 5 days ago against Pittsburgh. 2-1 to Bay. Laid off at 3-1. On deck hitter is Brad Miller. 7. A big day for him. Got his first major league hit. First major league double. First major league multi-hit ball game. 2 for 3. It's to Bay in there for strike.
Jason hit his 10th home run in the 7th inning. All 10 of his home runs have been solo home runs.
Tom Wilhelmsen ready to go. Shift on for Bay. Way outside, he's aboard. Tying run at first. Sean Camp walks his first hitter. MLB.TV celebrates 11 years with new low yearly prices. Watch every out-of-market game live. Over 350 supported mobile and connected devices in HD quality with MLB.TV Premium. Visit MLB.TV. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. Yeah, 1908. Yeah, it's been a while. And been there, done that. Let's see what gives now. The Mariners down just a run. They're down a run. Cubs, their history established back in 1870. Never won a World Series since 08. Longest drought of any North American pro sports team. Been at Wrigley since 1960. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the improvements that the new ownership wants to go with. And Banks, Sandberg, Hack, Wilson. 100 was at 190 ribbies back in 1931, I think it was, and Ron Santo in the Hall of Fame.
Took a while, but it was great to see Ron Santo get in.
Yeah, I wish it had been 2 years earlier while he was still with us.
Yeah.
Just like what I'd love to see Buck O'Neil get into the Hall of Fame when he was still with us.
We'll see what Brad Miller can do. A couple of hits on the day for him. His first major league hit, ended up scoring a run, and then he doubled his last time up.
Thinking long ball. Why not? We're going to get all these firsts out of the way, my man. Do it.
And if he can do that right now, I would say that's a good series and a great day for him.
Man, this place will go nuts. Gets away from Castillo. The tying run down the second with one out. Wild pitch.
Well, Mariners have been able to hit the long ball today. 3 home runs for the Mariners. Hitting with runners in scoring position has been a challenge. Just 1 for 12, but now they're in position to tie the game up with a base hit.
Three home runs in the last 10 plate appearances for the Mariners.
Another reliever with a high ERA, up over 6 for Hector Rondon.
Brad Miller, a double down the left field line, a double to the right center field gap. A 1-0. And he's in charge right now, 2-0.
Hector has a good fastball. He'll be in the mid to upper 90s with his fastball.
He's got good speed at second base. 2-0 to Miller. Checked his swing. 3-0.
Blanco waiting on deck, but I can see Mike Zunino with a helmet and a bat. Probably pinch hit for him. There's Mike.
3-0 pitch to Brad Miller. 3-1.
It didn't have to be. It looked like that pitch was off the plate. Well, they should get another good fastball right here.
Bullpen ERA not good. 3-1. The go-ahead runs at first.
And it will be Mike Zunino. They've called Henry Blanco back to the dugout, so Zunino will pinch hit. As Dave mentioned, first game of the series, Zunino had a base hit to win the game for the Mariners. They'll at least get a chance to tie the game up for him right here. Extra bases should score Miller. He has great speed. Looks like the Cubs outfield will play deep, but if he can get one in the gap, watch Miller run.
Nothing like some late inning drama on a Sunday afternoon. Mariners. Home run by Ibanez, 2-run shot by Seager. Now 2 men aboard, 1 out. Breaking ball for strike 1 to Mike. And 1 for 1 in pinch hitting. That was 2 nights ago. That was good at bat too. Nice calm approach. Didn't rush anything. Set the ball back up the middle. Breaking ball missed. 1-1. Good spot for the youngster. 1-1 with 2 on. Mariners down a run. Snap throw. Safe. Wow, he got his hand in there. Oh, man. That ball beat him there.
They beat him there by a pretty good margin.
Wow.
Was it good?
Tim Timmons, a first base umpire. Boy, I'd like Mariners catch a break.
Well, it was a good play by Rizzo, the first baseman. He's the one that put the play on, but Tim Timmons saying he didn't tag him, and Dale Swaim not happy about it. Brad Miller was getting a huge lead. You can see how far off the base he is. He is clearly going to be out if he gets the tag down. We'll see if he puts it on him. They tagged him. Tagged him on the elbow right there, it looked like, but I couldn't tell if his hand was on the bag. It looked like he gets his hand in there. I think that's a good call.
He missed him. He missed him.
That's a good call. By the time he grazes his shoulder, his hand is in there.
Yep. Since the ball clearly beat him down there. That's a great throw by Castro. A couple of nights ago, remember Castro tried to pick off Saunders, almost got him.
You can see how far away from the base he is. Rizzo in great shape to put the tag on him, but a break for the Mariners.
Huge 2-1 here to Zunino. Slow breaking ball popped up. Here comes Rizzo. He's got to play. Two outs. Andy Chavez is swinging well today. 2 for 4. Couple of doubles. Could use one here.
Well, Indy had a base hit in the 9th inning with 2 outs in yesterday's ball game to tie the game up.
Would be the 8th man to the plate here in the 8th inning, and the Mariners need a knock. Inning is 230 runners in scoring position on the season entering today's ball game. They need a base hit.
Yeah, and they're just 1 for 13 today.
Well, we've had the Sunshine Boys come through. Ibanez with a home run, Bay with a home run, Indy with a couple of hits. Indy get a big one here. Strike 1. Outfield today for the Mariners, 41 years old Ibanez, 35-year-old Chavez, and 34-year-old Jason Bay. Victor Rondon. 0-1 to Chavez. The other way, Valbuena throws him out. That'll do it. But the Mariners draw closer. Put 3 on the board. We go to the 9th. 7-6 Cubs. And here comes Tom Wilhelmsen. Oh, we've had some excitement here at the ballpark. 7-6 Cubs over the Mariners, who've been grinding their way back into this game. Here's Mike Zunino taking over after having pinch hit for Henry Blanco, and the bartender's on. Tom Wilhelmsen here in the ninth.
33 appearances for Tom on the year. Opponent's average just 186. ERA just over 4. 26 strikeouts, 17 walks for Tom.
Needs a hanging 0. Here's Castro to lead it off. Whoa, breaking ball slips out of his hand. Ball 1.
Oliver Perez is also getting, no, it's Charlie Furbush, excuse me, the other left-hander. Charlie Furbush getting loose in the pen.
Castro, Shearholtz, and Alfonso, 2-3-4 here for the Cubs. 2-0. Blake Bevan, fine job. 4 2/3. 3 hits, 1 run. No walks and 4 Ks for Blake. Tom behind 2-0. First strike. Kevin Gregg, second tour of duty with the Cubs. Getting ready for the bottom of the ninth. Overthrew that one. 3-1. Pitch. Helmet came off 3-2.
That was a good fastball from Tom. 97, outer half of the plate and down. And this is what they're trying to get him back to. This type of fastball, well located. That's a tough pitch to hit. You see Castro lose that helmet.
3-2 pitch. Fouled off. In the bottom of the ninth. Nick Franklin, Raul Ibanez, Kendrys Morales, 2-3-4 in their order. Mariners sent 8 men to the plate in the 8th inning, scoring 3 times on 3 hits, and they left 2. 3-2 here. Wilhelmsen take Castro.
How about that fastball? 99 miles an hour. Big Tom throwing hard this afternoon.
Ball hit foul.
Well, there you go, that last breaking ball. Everything away from Castro.
The all-important first out. Tom trying to get it right here. 3-2 to Castro. Popped it up. Short right field, battling the sun is Bay. 1 out. All-Stars align for the 2013 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Best of the American League take on the National League's top players. Don't miss all the action. Tuesday, July 16th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time on Fox. Raul Ibanez loving his chances being on that American League ball club. Strike 1 to Shearholtz. Raul with his 19th home run, his 45th RBI.
That looked like the first changeup that Tom has thrown.
Franklin will take care of this one. Throws some smoke. 2 outs. It's a confidence building. 2 quick outs here. Tom Wilhelmsen.
We'll see how effective his curveball will be right here to Soriano. Soriano still likes to hit the fastball. Tom has a good fastball today, but I think his curveball certainly helped him out.
Going to Soriano.
The hard curveball just buried in the dirt. Soriano again trying to just stay on the fastball, way out in front of it.
2 for 4 day for Alfonso. 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Oh, and 2.
Another curveball. Why throw anything else? You can bounce this one now. Bounce it up there. See if you can get him to wave at it.
Here's the 0-2. That he did. Ball and 2 strikes. Big Tap's got Soriano 1 and 2. Pitch. Got him! That's a confidence builder for Big Tom. He's on his way back to being the bartender. 7-6 ball game. Nick Franklin, Raul Abanez, and Kendrys Morales coming up. Mariners need 2. Seven-six ball game. Look how your Mariners have climbed back into this game after getting blown out in the first 4. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Catch new episodes of Mariners All Access every Sunday throughout the season before Mariners pregame show. Get exclusive player interview, behind-the-scene footage, and Mariners stories you can't find anywhere else. If you miss Sunday's episode, tune in for re-airs throughout the week. Right here on Root Sports for your local programming schedule. Visit rootsports.com. What do you say, big fella? Get a couple runs here, get out of here. You can have a happy grilling time tonight.
Yep, absolutely. And they have the right part of the lineup coming up. It's 2, 3, 4. Franklin, Abanez, and Morales. As you take a look at Kevin Gregg, the veteran, he's pitched well for the Cubs. 27 appearances, just a 1.71 ERA. 12 saves in the 13 opportunities. Opponent's average just 2.04. But Eric Wedge has the right guys coming to the plate right now to try to pick up a couple of runs.
Kevin Gregg in his 11th year. Strike 1 to Nick Franklin. Franklin drove in the Mariners' first 2 runs. An RBI ground out in the 3rd, RBI single in the 5th. Gregg in his second tour of duty. He was with the Cubs in 09. 23 saves. From there, he went to Toronto with 37, 22 with Baltimore in 11. And last year lost his closing job. Still went 3-2 with a 4.95 ERA. Big swing and a miss by Franklin. Rally caps on here at Safeco Field. 24,701 in attendance. And he went right after him and got the rookie, 1 out. There's the man you want up at the plate right now, the 1-run ball game, Raul Ibanez.
Take a look at Raul in his last at bat. It's a home run. His 10th home run of the month, 19th home run of the season. See what he's done against Greg. Good score for 18, but he has hit a couple of home runs off of him.
Strike one, Raul was behind 0-2 leading off the 8th inning. And they got to Sean Cannon. 19th homer. 10th of the month of June. 0-1. We've seen a lot of short arm pitchers in the last week, 2 weeks. He is the shortest short armor I think we've seen.
And he's been throwing like that for a long time. All the way back when he was with Anaheim.
Right.
Typically good sink to his fastball.
Greg worked his way from the minors from '96, got his first taste of the big leagues in '03 with the Angels. 2-0 in 5 games. Became a closer in Florida, 32 saves and then 29, 07 and 08. There's 1-2 to Raul. And hard. Barney snags, throws him out, 2 down.
And that's why he won the Gold Glove last year. Ball was hit hard by Ibanez. Ball had a real chance of getting into right field for a base hit, but instead Barney loves it, able to throw him out. Good play.
Well, it comes down to Kendrys Morales now with 2 outs, nobody on. Morales today and an infield hit and a run scored back in the 8th. He's 1 for 4. Strike one. Missed off the plate, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Kendrys Morales. Last hope here for the Mariners. If he does keep it going, Kyle Seager's on deck.
Well, Greg tried to pitch Raul Ibanez away during his at bat, and I'm sure Morales aware of that, so he'll look for something out over the plate.
Time call.
Which I think is a strength for Morales.
Two-one pitch. Make it 3-1. Seager's on deck. He homered on a 1-2 pitch, a 2-run shot in the 8th to draw the Mariners to within 7-6. Rizzo just moved to the front of the grass. Pitch to Morales in there for called strike 2. So it's down to 1 pitch. Now the crowd comes to its feet here at Safeco Field. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Seattle. Perfect weather. Mariners trying to rally. They're encouraging Kendrys Morales. Greg ready. A 3-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Well, Greg didn't want to give in to him with the fastball. He went to his slider that time. Take a look at this slider. Ends up in the middle of the plate. Kendrys' eyes light up as he stays with it and fouls it off.
the reset. Here we go. 3-2 to Morales. The pitch. Struck him out. That's the ball game. Kevin Gregg goes 1-2-3 in the ninth. Cubs won it 7-3. They take 2 out of 3 from the Mariners as the Mariners finish up this homestand 3-5. Next stop, Texas.
A lot of really good individual efforts on the offensive side to try to climb back into this game. Mariners down 7-1 early. Made a ball game of, but just too many runs by the Cubs.
Cubs got on top early and stayed that way, even though the Mariners put on a hard closing charge at the end. We'll talk to you Tuesday from Arlington, Texas. Right now, it's Brad and Bill.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Cubs do take it 7-6 in 9 innings. Welcome out here to the pen. Brad Adam, our baseball analyst, Mr. Bill Kruger. I'm not sure what to do, Bill. 9-inning game with these two teams. I'm thinking we got to keep playing, right? No extras.
Got shortchanged. Fans ought to be upset.
As they file out here, yeah, watching another fantastic comeback. The Cubs bullpen almost giving up once again. Let's take a look at our Bruce Titus Automotive Group recap. Down 7-1, Bill, in the 5th. We might see this a lot the rest of the year, hopefully in years to follow. Nick Franklin singles in, Brad Miller able to score.
That combo should play out well. Miller, he's going to start finding some holes as he did today.
Then 7th inning, we go long ball. Jason Bay's 10th home run, all 10 solo shots, gets the game to 7-3. Then it gets really interesting in the 8th. How about Raul Ibanez? June never ends.
You just hope that you somehow can keep him in the park, and most people have it. 10 home runs this month.
And then Seager follows a 2-run shot after a Morales single, just fair. That's his 11th. It's now 7-6. The 9th inning, Kevin Gregg, who blew the save yesterday, gets Morales, part of a 1-2-3 ninth. And that is it. As Dave Sims said, the Mariners lose and fall to 3-5 on this homestand. We'll talk more about today's game here from the skipper. Go inside the clubhouse, get this man's keys to the game, and also take a look at the upcoming road trip. It's Texas, it's Cincinnati. Interleague play continuing over the weekend, but a big 3-game set here. Big crowds all 3 games. Cubs take it 2 out of 3, 7-6 today. More to get to with the postgame show right here on Bruce Sports.